Yo, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the first stream of the champion stage. We're currently in still the Winter Major 2025 and it's getting closer to Christmas, so it's definitely feeling like the Winter Major we deserve. Today we've got an interesting game. We've got SKYFALL versus M0N0LITH. Before we get into all of that, my name is Jack. I'm here with Ranke and our broadcaster Rexo. How you doing, Ranke?
Yeah, I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to this evening and what's about to come from it. Obviously, both these teams did really good to get top eight and play in today's game. Obviously, we're going to see one team advancing onwards, and I'm intrigued to see which team it will be. But yeah, let's get into introducing these players. They've already selfed. If you want to go first.
Yeah, we have M0N0LITH on the blue side playing with MMI, Didanushka, Fit, Deviska, and the Clown Loves.
Yes, and for SKYFALL, we have Sneak, Cleaver, Wee, Depsy, and Spy. We are going to be seeing Shaft being played from M0N0LITH with MMI, and on the opposite team, they're going to be using Railgun on Aris. And I believe there's a Titan for M0N0LITH as well. The Clown Laughs will be utilizing that combination. But already a strong start here from both teams advancing onwards. We are seeing on the left side Wee being only one shot here, but Danushka won't be able to take them out. Sneak getting a really nice lock onto this Viking, but no flagpole will occur from this.
No aggressive opening by SKYFALL indeed. I have to say, good shot there by the Shaft player MMI to stop that there. Dealing quite a bit of damage right now onto Spy as well. We see M0N0LITH indeed playing a bit of a different tactic than SKYFALL, so that is quite interesting. Although, I think, if I'm right, blue base is always with one more heavy hull than the red base, isn't it, on this map?
Well, I think teams really differentiate what they use and whatnot. Personally, I kind of like what SKYFALL's got going here. They got the aggressive strategy. They can really push in a lot quicker. For M0N0LITH, actually, this overdrive will get taken by Depsy. But for M0N0LITH, they do have the base where they can advance easier, I would say, especially with an Aris OD. So I'm interested to see how MMI will be using his Aris OD unless he stays within their base the whole time and they use Titan on the left side. But it looks like he's playing a lot of right side, the Clown Laughs here. And I mean, rightfully so, because a lot of aggression is coming out of SKYFALL on this left side. But yeah, no flag pulls have been made and no one's even touched each other's flags yet. So I'm intrigued to see what will happen.
Yeah, a bit of a nervous start. I think both teams do not really want to take a lot of risk here. Although Depsy, now using a Viking OD, getting one kill, will find Fit here. Distraction being created for Sneak. Sneak is now sneaking away with that flag. MMI, oh, that's a nice OD, but Sneak totally seeing that. And Didanushka, though, will knock down the flag carrier. So that will be a return from M0N0LITH. And for all our viewers that are tuning in here, we are watching the champion stage. Top 8 teams in a double elimination bracket fighting for the victory and real money prizes as well. This is the most prestige event we have in Thank You Line. So
Exactly. And I mean, we did see an overdrive coming in from Cleaver as well on the right side, but it wasn't actually able to do much, unfortunately, for that flagpole. Like I said, a bit of a nervous start we've seen from these teams. Obviously, hopefully, both of them have been training a lot here. Because this is definitely a game they want to win. Because I would say both these teams are one of these teams is a bit more advanced. I would say SKYFALL, we've seen incredible games from them, but no doubt M0N0LITH deserve this top 8 as well. They've played some good games to get here, so I'm intrigued to see if they can do much against SKYFALL. But with that being said, we do have the Clown Laughs with a Titan OD here. He is no Reaper, unfortunately, but Danushka with a Viking OD could possibly utilize right side here and take control. It looks like SKYFALL is playing a bit of a defense game here right now. They're not really pushing out, but MMI with the Shaft is working out pretty well. You talked about him earlier, and I think he's doing a good job holding off this their right side. We've not seen anything too major yet, so I'm intrigued to see what will occur. We've seen Wee use his Paladin OD. Sneak is there as well with a Crusader OD. A nice grenade there from Fit, and Danushka are going to be using a Viking OD. It will be used on Death, but it would definitely will stop that flagpole, which is much needed from them.
yeah, great decision to use there. I think MI was without any supplies. He now is only with the double damage.
On the left side, check this out.
Oh, that is looking great indeed.
Oh, yeah, Spy just shut down that Eris
Oh,
OD. A nice Crusader from Sneak as well. And damn.
that's totally stopping it. That double kill with the Crusader OD. That's one for the highlight videos, I guess.
Yeah, I wish we still did those, but I mean, I think the Russians are still doing them from time to time. But with that being said, I mean, Monolith used the Titan OD, a Viking OD, and also a Paladin, where hopefully they need to get this overdrive, but they don't. Where Skyfall only utilized a Hunter and a Crusader, so it's definitely an upset for them. But what's going to be worse is if Skyfall are able to take this overdrive and they do Cleaver able to take it on Aris there. So they do have Depsy and Cleaver obviously with that overdrive. So hopefully they can put a bit of aggression here, although nothing too aggressive is coming out of it just yet.
No, I have to say, both teams playing it quite calmly. We saw the biggest attack from Monolith just a few seconds ago. But this map, it's looking very slow, to be honest. Not that there is nothing happening, but both of the teams just not really wanting to play too aggressive. Here, though, we're seeing the first attempt. Great OD by Cleaver supporting Sneak here and Spy as well. Sneak currently flag carrier. MMI missing a shot there. That's going to be a costly miss, I think.
I don't know if Cleaver used the grenade on purpose though or not, but he kind of bounced that flag carrier out of the way, and this will be the first capture for Skyfall. I'm actually going to clip that because it was kind of interesting to see. But with that being said, yeah, first flag being made, 4 minutes remaining. We are seeing now MMI push out of his base. Obviously, that first flag is going to really shock them. Hopefully, they don't lose too much morality here because there's still plenty of time. But Skyfall have to get back to their aggressive state, possibly take out MMI because he is a bit of a has a bit of an advantage here, although he's missed a shot onto Wee, and we can just really bounce those ricochet shots. Another overdrive is falling here. Will Depsy use and take is the real question, but he is only 1 HP, and Fit is going to be pulling that flag to the left, but he's only one shot, and Spy able to connect the shot there, and we are seeing this Paladin pick up the flag, but unfortunately not enough. And I believe who took that overdrive?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest.
I think it was Danushka. Yeah, it seemed like it was Danushka. Bit too much to happen to witness it all. But yeah, 3 minutes. You reckon a tie can be made or another flag pull?
I don't think it will happen, but I would love to see this game end up in a tie. A bit of action here at the end. After this round, we will be moving over to... Oh, yeah. Never mind. We have another round of this map left, of course.
Yeah,
but after this map, we will be moving over to Highland. So if this game stays close until that third map, then it can be very interesting. And Highland is a map where it always stays close. If this one is it as well?
That is true, but I don't know. I feel like we've seen Skyfall kind of strive in Highland, unless it was the TKV I've played against them. But I feel like it might be one of their stronger maps here.
They have training at off.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued to see what will happen on there. But like I said, we've still got one more round here. We've also got quite a few overdrives which Skyfall can use on defense here. But Sneak is able to pull the flag middle. He uses his repair. Nice grenade locked onto him there. Depsy using an overdrive as well. Does connect onto their Paladin player, but it looks like Cleaver's the one to pull the flag. A nice overdrive from Danushka, but Sneak trying to... Oh, it nearly connected, but bounced on the wall there. But does make them one shot, but Fit is the one capable of returning that flag. So close, yet so far.
1.5 minutes to go. We see we using Pella overdrive right now on MMI, right side of the red base. At the other side, we see Devishka using at the same time. I feel like Monolith has to try something here, but this overdrive from Devishka, it's really early to be used if you want to wait for your teammates to back you up. So I don't really know if that was a right decision to make.
Yeah, using against 3-4 players, all clown, nearly missing his overdrive there. Got focused really hard. But they are capable of pulling this flag, but really good focus coming in from Skyfall. And like you were saying with the Paladin OD, yeah, it was a bit too early and also a bit too risky with the amount of players hiding there. But a nice overdrive coming in from MMI. Cleaver going to be using middle here, so Danushka in a sticky situation along with Spy using a Hunter OD, and they're not going to be having an Eris or a Titan OD anytime soon, so it was a good call from Spy to use his Hunter OD there. And with 30 seconds remaining, we can just see a whole defense coming in from SKYFALL. Their communication's got to be on point here to make no mistakes. But looking at the gameplay right now, I doubt a flag pull will be made from M0N0LITH, unfortunately. Would have been good to have a bit more of a competitive game, but I mean, SKYFALL have bounced into this one pretty rapid.
Yeah, great round by them. It's surprising to me that they only captured one flag, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because they are definitely the favorites here in this match. But no, it was a good round for them. And if you realize what the steps have been that they have made when they started this major journey, they had some weird losses. And that they are here right now, and you can call them the favorites in this match. I feel like this team definitely stepped up here, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. I mean, SKYFALL have gone from a massive team shift, obviously, within the major. We've seen a load of new names. No one still knows who they are, so it's intriguing to see who these players are. And I'm not even going to speculate whether they're banned or not, but I mean, it's still good to see a competitive scene within esports here, and even for M0NOLITH to play against them, they're playing pretty well here. Especially, I mean, MMI obviously is not pushing out too much, is able to play shaft, but I feel like we're going to need to see a bit more from their team, especially on this side here, because they do have the attacking side on the left side. But with saying that, they can play shaft on defense, kind of like what Convector used to do in KO.
Yeah, it's interesting to see them indeed playing with shaft so many times. I think I see some weird combos right now, Jack. I think this is not what we are going to see. I see MMI. Look at this.
Yeah, I think this is a fake info coming in here. I mean, talking about
so.
MMI and M0NOLITH, we can, yeah. Then
restart your game real quick. Tell me if that works.
we're just having some difficulties with the broadcaster, so we'll sort that out. But whilst we are fixing that, something about M0NOLITH, which I'm kind of scared about with SKYFALL, is the fact that their games have been really close. Obviously, SKYFALL and M0NOLITH have played before, and it was a 4-1 to SKYFALL. But their previous games, M0NOLITH was against Ryzen and SKYFALL, where M0NOLITH just won 2-1. So it's especially against the Ryzen game, it was kind of close, if I'm not mistaken. So it gives me a little bit on edge with M0NOLITH against SKYFALL. I feel like it's another win for them, but I don't want to speak too early here. They have selfed, so hopefully our broadcaster is able to fix. Nice.
That's great. The funny thing is, Jack, these teams indeed played earlier together. It was the promotion game for SKYFALL, actually. But the maps we are seeing today, all three of them are different than what we saw last time. And there were only 7 maps in the pool, so they really tried to do this. I feel like both of the teams are just not really happy with how they played last time. And that's why we are not seeing any of the maps being the same. That's
maybe, or they're a bit too scared, so they're just banning them. Yeah, I mean, I wish we could be there for the crossouts and hear what they're saying, but
if you are scared for each other, that's not really a good motivation to start your game, you know? I like to have sometimes a bit of punish picks, you know? You have to believe that you're the better team and then just punish your opponent with a map that they are not comfortable on.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, SKYFALL obviously have that edge right now, especially with this new combination, like you're saying. I thought it was fake info about this Hopper being used, but they are going to be using Hopper Scorpion, by the way, and it seems like it's a combo. I don't know, it's a combo. But let's see if it works, because obviously Inside is now playing on Shaft Eris, so Yeah, I don't know what the outcome of this round will be. However, we can already see Skyfall mixed up their players. Yakov got traded off for Spy, so good to see Yakov back. Obviously, he was, I would say, the MVP of their last match. However, with that being said, there's still 8 minutes to go here, and there's still many more intense rounds to go as well.
Yeah, I think it's a smart thing to do for Skyfall. They have some good talent on the bench. It's insane to say that you have Mr. Yakov on the bench. Let's see this. MMI. Okay, never mind.
Oh, unfortunately. Yeah.
No, but this is a moment where a lot of teams are in break, and the 8 teams that are still competing are not really willing to play much of TKVs or show how capable you are. If you are going to play a TKV, they are going to sandbag the whole time. That's just the case because you can be the next opponent. So to get your players that are normally on the bench to play some rounds, that's I think a smart decision by Skyfall.
Exactly. I mean, even this bracket, I mean, we can talk about it a bit when they get the next maps, but we are seeing Sneak pulling the flag here, Mr. Yakov using on inside as well on the right side. Looks like that flag pull will come to a halt, but Wee is able to use his Paladin OD and pick up the flag here. Grenade does stall a little bit of time, but Skyfall rush in here pretty strong. And I mean, Inside had the ability to use his Eris OD, but I guess he didn't want to risk it too far here. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this round is already better. Maybe because of the combination switch on Monolith, but it could also be Skyfall maybe picking up faster pace here after the first round.
It doesn't help. This switch definitely not. And MMI was playing a great round on Shaft. He has positive KD, and of course you have to do that as a Shaft. But they now play that combination with Inside, and he's 0-8. So Inside definitely not feeling comfortable in what he's playing right now. So I think Monolith should switch back as soon as possible, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, they're trying to go in for the quick attack, but I mean, we even saw from the previous flag attempt he did, it wasn't too quick. It ended quick for him, if anything. But the Clown Laugh did pick up that OD. He's going to be using it again here. Unfortunately,
nice
he did use his repair though. Danushka going to be using a Viking OD on one player. Hopefully, he can get another one here. Does get Depsy, but Mr. Yakov and Cleaver are all hiding along with Sneak, and it looks like they are able to pull the flag. MMI. His awkward playstyle is able to pull the flag a little bit there, but not enough for Skyfall, and they're capable of returning that flag here. That being said, though, I mean, they still have many more attacks and attempts to go. They got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left of this round, and obviously many more, 2 more maps to be played. But it looks like MMI is going to be changing to Hammer now. And I have seen this actually been played by QTs in a TKV. They used Hammer Hunter, and it's definitely a shorter range combination, but it was annoying. So I don't know if it's wise to be playing it in the middle of a official, especially in the champion stage where they have the ability of winning more than just star. But if they're happy with what they got right now, then I understand it.
Yeah, I understand it, but I don't think it's the right decision again, to be honest, Hammer, indeed.
No, yeah.
No, especially because you're a light hole. You
Yeah.
have to play with the distance, to be honest. That's how you stay alive for long enough. Right now, we can see Skyfall with Sneak pulling potentially a second capture. We can take over Depsy, Viking Overdrive being available now for him, and immediately using it here on the players on the right side. And no, this round isn't close at all. And I feel like with Island coming up, Monolith has to really do something magical there if they want to make it a close game at all. We see some players switching right now. We see Fit back in the battlefield, Inside leaving. I don't know what's happening there for Monolith. Yeah, Inside left the battlefield, and now it's Fit playing the Railgun Railgun Harris combo. Inside had a rough map there. Did not play that combination well. I don't know what he normally plays, but definitely not that combination. So I feel like Monolith is trying to do something to change something, but it's definitely not working. And I don't
I think
know.
the first round went all right for them. I wanted to give some praise as well to Depsy when they did get that second capture, getting a 4K on the map here with his Viking OD. I remember you saying he used early, but it was such a good call actually. Obviously, two players on his right side with no backup, so he kind of did stop that attack there. Um, but yeah, it's a bit weird to be changing mid round here. I understand if they just did one combo, but changing two after a first round, which was fairly close. Yeah, Skyfall did play a lot more aggressive, but I don't know. I feel like if they just stick to what they got, maybe focus more on communication, it would have worked better in their favor on this round. However, there's still 3 minutes to go. Obviously, they need to capture 2 flags to keep it a general score of 1-0. Ooh, but MMI doesn't take that overdrive as well. And yeah, it's going to be a bit of an upset once again.
Yep, hopefully we are seeing a more comfortable Monolith here on Highland in the next round. Because I think there's opportunity for them there. Highland is a map where you can always surprise, but please not play Hopper that round. Yeah, it's just not really working out. It's I know how they feel probably. You know that you have to change something, so you're trying to just think about everything that you can possibly change. But
Yeah.
if a combo like this would work, then you definitely still need some training on that combo first as well. So it's
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. With the seconds going down, it's not looking great. I think the general score will be set to 2-0 after this game. Highland, hopefully they're able to bring it back, although it's against Skyfall and it's against a team which has definitely shown their worthiness within this stage of this major, and I don't know. Even in the group stage, like I was talking about earlier, Monolith definitely don't have the best of groups here. They're up against Lovesick, Tempest, Skyfall, and also obviously Monolith themselves. So that group is probably one of the hardest compared to White Towers, Spirit, Cuties, and Homies in the other one. With that
yeah,
being
for
said,
sure.
though, ooh, sorry for cutting you off, but 2 overdrives coming in from these Vikings and an Eris OD. Also, the Clown Lass on the left side going to be using his, but we is able to pull that flag, which was left at the house there. And looks like Monolith are able to put in a bit of aggression here, but we is still capable of pulling this flag. And nice overdrive from Mr. Yakov there, securing this third capture. And yeah.
Yeah, it's looking good for them, Skyfall. Winner of this match will fight against what you said, Lovesick or Tempest. But the thing is, we are in a double elimination bracket, so like for Tempest, it will be a difficult run, or for Lovesick if they can surprise. But it's a double elimination bracket, so there's no problem with losing one time. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
there isn't at all. I mean, but it will definitely be a lot harder for them. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. You will make it quite
I don't
difficult for
know.
yourself.
Like, yeah, obviously. I think someone made a prediction of the sheet. I can try and find it of what teams will be put into the lower bracket. However, Monolith, I feel like, is one of the teams which don't have that kind of stamina like Lovesick, Tempest, Skyfall, or Cuties and Spirit have. But yeah, hopefully for them, they're able to bounce back and maybe win bronze. Who knows? Like with this double elimination, it's anything's capable, right? And I wish it was there in the beginning of this new format, but unfortunately, it's only a recent addition to esports.
Yeah,
It
it's
came. When was it? Last major or the major before?
no major before already. I think it was last winter actually.
Yeah.
If I am correct.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I think it's a lot wiser. But yeah, I'm interested to see what is happening in the other games as well. who are playing today. Lovesick and Tempest, I believe, are going up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure whoever wins this game is going to be curious to see how the other teams play.
Yeah, and I would already take a look at the loser bracket if I was the team that is winning today, because Tempest, Lovesick are probably the two favorites here in this tournament. And they start against each other. It's unlucky for the losing team, but double elimination will fix that for them. But of course, a few more games if you have that double elimination bracket, so that will ask you to have some focus here.
I mean, whilst we wait for the we got a map. But whilst we wait for them to reset and stuff, what is your expectation for this winter major? Obviously, there's still tons of teams and games to be played, but who do you reckon will come out victorious? Do you feel like it's going to be Lovesick once again dominating for the 7th time, I think? Or do you think a new team will be able to bounce on top and steal it from them?
Yeah, I'm going to say a very boring answer, but I think Lovesick is going to take this one. With Tempest runner-up, and we will be seeing Spirit third again. I think just the same as last year. But Cuties can surprise. Cuties can surprise against Tempest as well. I think it's a team that's really playing not really consistent. And I have not seen White Towers play against a good team. Only against Lovesick, it was, I guess, that they lost in the Legend stage. No, they didn't lose anyone. They won against Tempest, but it was a very close game. And they won against Spirit as well in a very close game. If White Towers can improve even more, I want to see White Towers Lovesick, and then I will know the answer. But I think Lovesick is going to take it.
I mean, I'll be honest. Tempest's previous game against Ryzen was so close. It was 3-2. I don't know.
That's not great.
If Tempest are not able to kind of be in the mindset they once were, I don't think they're able to lock second place. Nice OD taken from MMI there. But yeah, I'm friends with some of these teams there, and I really hope for their sake that the English community is able to lock bronze or even silver. However, I mean, this is the time where there's the most on the line, and you want to form your team correctly, and all those months of training leads to this, I guess. However, let's see. I mean, they're going to be playing against Lovesick here, so if they can shock everyone against Lovesick, I'm sure other teams will kind of be a bit scared to go up against Tempest in future games.
Yeah, for sure. But it's a good point what you're saying about Tempest, indeed. Close to losing against Ryzen, because that was a close game, way too close.
Yeah, I think it was Iron which really set them back, if I'm not mistaken. It was like, I say it's quite a while ago. It was 13 days ago, but nearly 2 weeks, and without
I don't have a brain to.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, players are selfing here, and let's introduce the teams real quickly again, just for any new players. So on SKYFALL, we have Mr. Yakov, We, Sneak, Depsy, and Cleaver, and
yeah, on M0N0LITH we have Fit, Didanushka, Devichka, the Clone Laws, and MMI. M0N0LITH has to do it here. They of course can still lose this round and continue for a 4th round, but if they want to have a real opportunity, then they should at least tie here. And it's Highland, so tying is quite easy.
Yeah, it is indeed. And I don't know, it's going to be a bit of a tricky one with Depsy taking that second overdrive. Obviously, the first one was taken by MMI, but he changed combination. However, with that being said, we aren't seeing any shaft plays from either team here. Normally, we tend to see a shaft play. However, I'm quite like the strategy of just pushing all in and really putting the DPS on the line here. The only real backline of defense we do have is Fit with Railgun, and obviously Cleaver on SKYFALL is using Thunder, but he is lagging out actually. Depsy's going to be using a Viking OD along with Yakov pushing in, but Depsy's only 1 HP, and unfortunately Yakov is as well, so nothing victorious will come out of that. However, it's a good attack attempt, and it definitely is putting pressure on the line up against M0N0LITH.
Yeah, for sure. And I think SKYFALL they know that the round is pretty much won. The game is pretty much won if they can get a capture here. So I'm looking forward to to see SKYFALL playing an aggressive way of playing this map. And I think Blue Base has a bit of an advantage with trying to capture as well, to be honest. So um, let's see. I see question, Jack. Did you guys brought an energy drink for this map again? It's always difficult to keep energized on Highland, but I have him here with me.
No,
What
no,
about you?
not for me, not today. I'm
Oh,
going hands free. But I mean, Highlanders in the major is something different compared to the rankings. And talking about different,
definitely.
we're seeing Yakov pull the flag here. He is only 1 HP. The Clown Laughs is looking the other way. Oh, MMI spawns in the right position there. And we is pulling as well, being no repair, but Danushka also gets a really good spawn there. And Depsy's going to be using his Viking OD. I mean, this is why you don't need an energy drink. When the
Definitely.
power happens, it activates.
It's so aggressive by SKYFALL, keeping the pressure on and on and on, and they got close to a capture there as well. I feel like could have been a different story if we captured or pulled to the right side towards the upper side instead of going through mid. But those are split second decisions, and it's SKYFALL non-stop putting pressure on, so it's definitely not a boring round of Island. And that's something you cannot really say very often, so that's great. We see Cleaver with an Eris OD available. We using a Paladin overdrive right now. This can be a massive opportunity here for SKYFALL. This overdrive is late though. And will it collide with the one from Fit? Yes, it will. And that's a big advantage here for we, because T still has Pella overdrive available. Still repair as well, if I remember correctly. But I did not remember correctly. That's a return from Monolith.
Yeah, and we was running out of drops as well, so it was a bit of an upset for him, but yeah.
We still have 6 minutes to go here, and Monolith has to create something here in those 2 rounds of Highland. If it isn't this one, they have to do it in the next one. Didanushka now going for a use and take Viking OD. Risk like that should really be taken by Monolith here. They need the overdrive box control. They need to find a way to capture at least one flag here.
Yeah, I don't know. Monolith are struggling here against Skyfall. I mean, Skyfall put under pressure as we've seen twice now, and even in the beginning they've had that middle control. However, Monolith got into their base for the first time, and it's MMI. But as a solo player, he can't really do much up against five. He needs the rest of his team, and they're playing a bit of a defensive game, especially with 2 heavies. It's going to be a lot harder. Obviously, people know that on Highland, you are able to pull just as one person, but it's really down to luck, skill, and also just focus. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a tricky one. But I do feel like Skyfall have the better play style at this point.
Yeah, we see SKYFALL playing non-stop offensive. They definitely try to have the momentum here. I think they have it. They are the favorites to win in the game, and they are also the favorites to get a capture here in this round. And even if they tie, it will be a win for them. But I like how aggressive they play, even though they don't need any captures at the moment. Mr. Yakov here once again pulling that flag, low on health, so that will not work out, but it's all costing time here from Monolith.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like, I think the third flag attempt they've had there. They've able to pull outside their base. Ooh, nice Crusader OD from Sneak. And an OD obviously drops, which is able to take. But yeah, I mean, even for Skyfall to tie this, it isn't a massive loss on their behalf. They are 2 rounds up. So Monolith really got the pressure on their backs right now.
For sure, 4 minutes to go, so there's definitely still time enough to change it. But we see quite a bit of an overdrive available for SKYFALL here. We have Sneak and Mr. Yakov. At the other side, though, Monolith have saved some overdrive here as well. So hopefully, once again, for the first time, to be honest, we will see an attack for them in this round.
Yeah, indeed.
It's insane how one-sided this round has been. At SKYFALL, yeah, they have some experience on this map. We saw a 14-round tie streak in earlier this tournament.
Yeah.
But they have progressed since that moment, because they really create opportunities right now. I think they never want a 14-round streak again, and they have trained on this map quite a bit.
I don't blame them. That many rounds can really do something to your head, and with talking about doing stuff, I feel like we're going to see SKYFALL go yet again for another flag. They got Cleaver in middle with an SOD. We on the left side with Paladin, which he will be activating. Depsy in a really good position, just going to be camping. If he can make MMIing use, it's going to be great. But Cleaver's the one to activate. There's an overdrive dropping as well. It doesn't connect with Sneak, but Danushka is going to be activating there. Viking AD, can they clap onto Cleaver? Yeah, they can, and that overdrive doesn't get taken there. But
No.
will it be Danushka to take it? No, it won't. It's going to be Sneak using and taking.
Sneak Crusader using take, you don't see that one very often, but a really nice OD control by SKYFALL. Depsy using a grenade to knock down MMI, it was, I guess. To keep the pressure on that OD box. It's SKYFALL playing that one smartly. And we saw M0N0LITH, they had overdrive to attack, but they all have to use for defense. We only see 2 on the board right now. And once again, SKYFALL that has the advantage here, playing more offensive and having the opportunity to attack. They are just playing this round very nicely, to be honest.
Indeed, they are. Mr. Yakov, lovely OD on 3 players, and Fit once again having to use on defense here rather than attack. 2 minutes left here. It's good that they made Fit use. Obviously, Yakov used his Hunter OD, which was really impeccable. It would have been a sure enough capture if there wasn't that defense from M0N0LITH, I would say. However, there's still plenty of time for SKYFALL to make their first capture on this map. Like I said before, it's not an upset if they do tie this round. It's better, obviously, than losing. Oh, Yakov flipping Danushka. And Sneak going to be activating their Crusader OD. They're no repair, trying to pull the flag up top. If they can kill... they do kill the Paladin, but a grenade has been made. And also, Fit is there, doesn't land a shot, but Mr. Yakov is able to pull the flag. No, he doesn't, gets taken out. And so much control here, I'm even stumbling on my own words.
Yeah, it was a great spawn by Fit, making good use as well from that situation. M0N0LITH indeed defending this one nicely. They really earned this tie. But when you are 2-0 down, you don't want to earn a tie, you want to earn a victory. And they have to do that next round. Still not mathematically, they can tie the next round as well. And there's nothing going to happen to them. We are still going to watch that third map. But if they want to have a real shot at winning this game, then they should find a way to capture a flag in the next round. Same goes for SKYFALL, but they have 2 more opportunities to win the game if they do not do it next round.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this is such an unfortunate game here for M0N0LITH. Obviously, after playing SKYFALL previously, to playing them again here, it's not great. However, with that being said, 20 seconds on the clock here, and until they change sides. And let's see if SKYFALL play like M0N0LITH, where they are pressured into their base, or they be able to get out and show us what SKYFALL is made of.
Yeah, I'm very, very curious about that, because of course sides will be switching. Yeah, let's find out, Jack. I'm really curious about this next round, to be honest, because this can be the round where M0N0LITH is going to lose it already, and it's only the 4th. So let's find out. The third map, by the way, will be Iran.
Iran. Sorry, I was looking at Highland. I was like, wait a minute, where we're playing Highland?
Always has been Ireland.
Yeah, for real. Well, with that being said, though, players are going to be going for this overdrive box here, and I wonder if we're going to see any changes within the team. If we're going to see a tech pause being made, or they're just going to go into this round freehand.
Yeah, I feel like if SKYFALL managed to take the OD box here, it will be a guaranteed tech pass from M0N0LITH, because this can be their last round. And leaving the battlefield without using your tech pass for a small advantage like this, it's a very small difference, but you have to take every difference you can make.
Yeah, exactly. You wanna change the distance between your enemies. at all costs. Even MMI going to be changing to Railgun here. I'm sure they'll be playing Addis now, but they or Crusader because they are taking Dictator to go for that overdrive. However, with that being said, I'm not sure if we're seeing combination differences. I think they're all the same, yeah.
Yeah, I think as well. Besides the Dictator right
It's
now, that will change.
it's just Yakov changing from Hammer to Thunder.
And did Fitz play the Scorpion last round?
No,
Fitz
no,
played
no.
Real
They
last
played
round, right?
Railgun, so yeah, they're playing Scorpion. But who's gonna take it? Well, obviously, tech pause can't be made as well right now, and it
Nice.
looks like Sneak is able to take it. Whether it's gonna change now or use and take later is a big question on my mind. Obviously, they are winning, so if I was him, I'd just like use on spawn and then change.
Yeah, for sure. It's full critical chance for your teammates, so just
Yep.
push in at the start. I think it's actually quite a good OD at the start of the match.
Yeah, they're
So
gonna do it.
I really don't understand people leaving. But I see some weird combinations, Jack. What am I seeing?
Yeah, West Rogan. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I thought MMI hit that shot there, but he
I
didn't.
thought as well. This is a bit while I'm playing matchmaking.
Yeah. Quite literally.
No,
But
I'm getting the scary feeling that M0N0LITH has given up.
I don't know. I feel like hopefully for their sake it's not over yet, but we are seeing a big push here from M0NOLITH on the right side, but a nice grenade from Depsy. Obviously, MMI using Wasp will eat those grenades up like there's no tomorrow. Anyways, Devanushka is able to pull the flag here on the top, but with two players there, that flag will get not returned, obviously, because it's in a good position, but Danushka there is able to make them return it and won't be able to pull, but it's at least in the position where it's easier for his team.
Yeah, maybe with SKYFALL or M0NOLITH will be running over SKYFALL with these combos. Maybe they will be surprising towards them because so far M0NOLITH isn't playing too bad with it.
Yakov
But
is pulling though.
ooh, this can all change very quickly. Cleaver cannot take over. It should be Depsy, and he does that. And Sneak can now
Danushka,
take over. Danushka.
Danushka using a really good OD there, taking out two players. But yeah, Fit is the one able to return the flag for their team. But already you can see Skyfall locking in, going for the flag and doing just right. I mean, I think these combinations should have been played from M0NOLITH on this side that Skyfall are using. I think Hunter Thunder is a really good combination where you can play on attack and defense. Obviously, with Hammer, you're kind of stuck in your base a bit more. However, I'm just intrigued to see what the rest of the map will be like.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jack. Indeed, I think it's such a good turret to in nearly all scenarios here. Thunder and Hammer in the long range is totally pointless. So I think Hammer is definitely the preferable option for Hunter here. And we see M0NOLITH not playing Hunter at all
No,
because they are playing with some funny combos. And the clown
I don't
got
know
flipped himself.
if you. Yeah, I don't know. They got flipped from Sneak, I believe it was, on
Okay.
Titan. But I feel like Fit is going to have to use his overdrive on defense here. We're seeing Cleaver use. So does Yakov. Fit gets taken out. The Clown last uses his OD, but it doesn't work in time. And this is Yakov's opportunity. Drops to Sneak, but they don't align too well. Regardless of that, a Viking OD does get pressed from Depsy. A use and take, actually. Sneak is able to pull the flag along with Wee there. And this will be the first capture. Doubt anything will stop this one.
Yeah, Mr. Yakov now finishing that one nicely done in combination with Sneak. It was not too smooth, but it worked out. And with the current score, the SKYFALL has won the match. M0NOLITH needs
Yeah.
at least a tie here. So, yeah, I don't know why they are still playing with these weird combos. You know, of course, it can be a kind of a pointless situation for how it feels. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You're playing for real money prizes right now. Like, maybe I'm just a
I
bit different,
mean,
but I will fight
they
for that.
they they Monolith will still get something, not a lot, but We'll still
Yeah,
get
and they
something.
get an opportunity in the double elimination bracket as well, but there is an opportunity that you will be facing Tempest in the double elimination bracket. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true.
that's not really nice.
I feel like Monolith, this team, Skyfall is their kryptonite here.
Sorry, what did you say? I missed it.
I feel like Skyfall is Monolith's kryptonite.
Yeah, it feels like that.
But yeah, I mean, looks like there's still under 6 minutes left. It's not over just yet. It's only one flag capture. I mean, obviously, like said, with this win, it will be over. But if they're able to tie, they're still in the game. Although, for how much longer, that's the real question. Oh, Depsy doesn't take, but nor does MMI or Fit. I mean, the
Yeah,
Kala, so.
if you want to have a real opportunity to win this match, please go away from playing with Wasp.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like MMI is always the quirky one in esports to kind of use these combinations, whether they're dead or not. I mean, only he can show us. But definitely in this round, I think it's not worth it. I mean, yeah, it's just, firstly, Railgun, you want to be in a position where you can hit all your shots. I understand they're doing it for grenades, and definitely they're going to be on respawn a lot more, so they get a lot more grenades, but I don't know, it's not looking great. With that being said, though, Sneak is within their base, does lock on to Fit, does get focused here by Danushka, but that's good for Wee because Wee is capable of pulling this flag. They are no repair, but Cleaver is able to pick up the flag after them, and also Fit respawning with no repair, but Danushka going to be using a Viking OD, but gets taken out by Cleaver, and Mr. Yakov dropping the flag to Sneak here. Once again, pulling middle here. Many grenades being tossed onto the basketball court here, and it looks like Sneak is still alive, taking no damage, but I spoke too soon. There's no repair, and this will be a capture unless the Clown Lass can do something, but it's Cleaver to activate their Aris OD and really upset Monolith here.
Yeah, great Aris OD there by Cleaver, and now it's we finishing the capture with style. 2-0 lead for SKYFALL, 4 minutes on the clock, and it's now getting close to impossible, I feel like, for the M0N0LITH team. It's just a nice attack. It starts with the body blocks that they are doing, with the tank blocks, I should say. But with dropping the flag and driving a bit forward before you knock down, it's all very standard what SKYFALL is doing. It's not like they are rediscovering the way of to play esports, but it shows that they have started to get really comfortable in the esports
They know
meta.
the basics like really
Yeah,
well. That's what is good with Skyfall. They've learned the
but they
mechanics
didn't at
of
the
the game,
start.
and yeah, I know.
They have
I feel
progressed so
like
much.
these players are literally just picked up on the small things and just worked on those, like things players don't really think of the most, and working as a team has definitely worked out for them. And I think it's a lot better, this Skyfall, compared to the older versions, obviously. But they tried to pull the flag there, Monolith, but didn't get too far. But yeah, it's good that Skyfall is able to really show us what they're capable of, and I'm intrigued to see what they'll do either up against Tempest or Lovesick in the next round.
Yeah, indeed, it's looking good for that team, and I have to say, I don't know. I think they made so much progression, and we are still figuring out who those players are. But things like
Yeah,
that, like I think they are old school esports players, something like that, because they did not play with blocking like at the start of the season. I feel like because that wasn't the thing back then. Yeah, all the way back then, but you know what I mean, Jack.
yeah, it
Um,
wasn't, it wasn't.
I feel like I don't know. I want to know, and hopefully they will say it after the major. But they have to be some kind of old school esport players.
Maybe, but like they definitely have the knowledge within esports. But with that being said, they are able to pull another flag here. Danushka once again going to be using their Viking OD on these flag carriers. Does get taken out. MMI is maybe there to
Depsy.
return, but it takes a beating from Cleaver, and Mr. Yakov able to pull the flag here. Is no repair though, but MMI guess, focus hardcore, and that Paladin going to be activating their overdrive, and this is most likely going to be a return. But it doesn't matter for Skyfall. They got 1 minute, and yeah, I think it's GG's at this point.
Yeah, I think the same, to be honest. It needs a bit of a miracle here to M0NOLITH to come back from this. But no, it's still a very interesting round, and M0NOLITH will be moving over to the lower bracket, and fight against the loser of. Yeah, I don't know. It can be of Tempest versus Lovesick. They can also cross over to the different side of the bracket. I don't know how that works, to be honest.
I'm
have
not
to look
sure. I
back at
guess
last
we'll
year.
wait and see.
Yeah, it's always interesting how the seeding works.
Yeah, exactly.
Teams can
You never
really
know.
get unlucky with that, but don't complain, just win. So then you cannot be unlucky.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
it was an interesting match regardless. Nevertheless, I mean, I never thought I'd say it, but Highland is growing on me.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's just because it's the major, and we're seeing a bit more action here.
To be honest, that can definitely be the case. Everything is interesting in the major because there are so many consequences, and the level of esports is just a bit higher as well. Like a bit higher, a lot higher.
Yeah, indeed.
But Jack, I think this is a good way to start a major, to be honest. I have been entertained.
Yeah, me too. And with that being said, we got a stream on tomorrow, obviously. So be sure to tune in, ladies and gentlemen. And
Cuties versus homies.
Yeah, we'll see you guys there. I'll be there. I don't know about you, Ranke, but
I don't think
nevertheless, it will be a interesting match to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for Rixo to broadcast this match. Lovely to have you all in the chat here as well. Thank you very much, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow.